there has been some very scary things that have happened over the last couple of days. How is this impacting our kids? How is this impacting our teens? Kids pick up on what is going on in the world around us. They are very aware. They just don't necessarily tell us. Or they tell us in ways that we don't expect. On the day that the Capitol was overtaken by people that were inciting terror and fear, I had one child out of the blue brought up what was happening in our nation's capital. We weren't talking about politics. We were actually just asking, how was your holiday? And she brought up the fact that there were people rioting in the Capitol. For me, I had to recognize that this was her way of expressing her feeling. It's so easy as an adult to just kind of write it off as like, oh, no big deal. She probably heard something. She's too young for all the political things that are going on right now. That is the wrong way to go about it. You have to allow your children and your teens to express themselves and express their feelings. I looked at her and I validated what she said. I said, yeah, you're right. There are some very frustrated people. There are some very angry people. Sometimes when you have those really big, strong feelings, you don't always make the right choice. I asked her, have you ever felt angry or hurt and did something and then later you kind of regretted it? And she said, yeah. And I said, yeah, adults do that too. And they all agreed and they were ready to move on. So the other thing that you have to keep in mind is if you've got a kid who wants to talk to you about, something that's traumatic or something that's stressful or some huge event that's happened, sometimes all they want is just to know that you've heard them. Say, I hear you. It is scary. Name that feeling. Let them know we humans feel emotions. Let them know that they're safe. So reminding them if they're expressing feelings of anxiety, letting them know, there are very angry and hurt people right now, and sometimes they make bad decisions, but I'm going to keep you safe. Letting them express themselves. That might be, let's draw a picture about it. Let's write a story about it. Let's write a poem or a song. Or let's find some music that expresses our feelings and let's dance to it. Could be just let's sit and cuddle and experience some love with one another. Because that's going to help them overcome that fear, that anxiety. Because what they want is they want to be heard and then they want to feel safe. That's all. Even teenagers need to know that they're safe, that they're loved, that they're cared for, and they're being heard. Use this as an opportunity to help them learn more about emotions. For your really little kids, they might be acting out. Your little 3-year-old is not probably going to come and tell you, Mom, I'm scared because of the attack on the Capitol. It might happen, but it's probably not. What you're going to see is signs of regression. That could mean that they're having trouble sleeping. It could mean that they're wetting the bed and they didn't used to do that. It could mean that they've become very quiet. Or at the same time, they could all of a sudden get very angry and very argumentative. All of those things are signs that they are trying to process and they need a little bit of help. And you as their caregiver are there to help them. Now you may be wondering, okay, yes, I can tell that my child is having trouble coping with this. I can tell that my child needs help, but I'm at a loss. I want something that's very specific, that's very crafted to what my family needs. Don't fret. I'm here for you. As a certified child life specialist, I have expertise in helping kids understand what's going on in the world around them and also what's going on inside them. And that includes their feelings. How do they process this really difficult time that we're going through? And how do they move past it and live happier and healthier lives, even in the face of these very difficult and challenging times? So if you want to chat with me about your specific family needs, please feel free to reach out. You can send me an email at hello@thrivingplay.com, and I look forward to talking with you and helping you through this very difficult time. Until next time, stay safe and take time to be with your kids and play with them. They'll thank you.